Shadowhunter is a fantasy novel by Cassandra Clare. It's the first chapter of Shadowhunters saga. This book is inspired by the Manhattan cityscape. In America, it is published by Simon & Schuster in 2007 and in the same year by Mondadori in Italy. It is a contemporary fantasy novel. It is centered around the characters of Clary Frey, Jace Wayland, and Simon Lewis. It became a New York Times bestseller just released. The protagonist of the novel is a 15, Clary Frey, a teenager in every way normal, with a great artistic talent and a best friend always at her side. The night she decides to go to Pandemonium Club in New York with her friend Simon, her life begins to take another turn. Following fascinating blue-haired boy in the warehouse of the local, Clary sees three guys covered in runes surround him and kill him with a crystal sword. She would like to call for help, but the body of the boy nothing remains, and above all there is no one to blame because the three guys are shadow hunters, creatures half human and half angel, defending humans from demons and hidden supernatural creatures such as vampires, werewolves, witches and fairies who break the laws. The boy, Jace, will lead Clary to the Institute, Shadowhunters' home, and both together will attempt to find the girl's mother and her involvement in the story. Later, she discovers that her mother is kidnapped by a mysterious man named Valentine, who is in search of the so-called Mortal Cup. Then catapulted into a world we did not know exists, after discovering hidden truths about her past, she realized that she had powers too. Thanks to her skills, she managed to find the cup that had been hidden from the mother, and then she finds themselves betrayed and forced to relinquish it. In the middle of a battle between the forces she can't completely understand, she continues its race against time to save her mother before it's too late. The protagonist, Clary, is a simple girl and a teenager with normal problems that deals with the complex situation in which she is suddenly catapulted. A determined girl who has never fallen in the most desperate situation. From the start, she has in mind one only thing: to find and save his mother. Male protagonist is Jace Wayland, a sarcastic and exasperating boy. He has angelic features. The bad boy with a heart of gold is a hackneyed cliché, but Jace is much more than that. It's a teenager who hidden his heart under layers of bitterness and disappointment, abused by his own father, abandoned by his mother, and encouraged as a child that love means to destroy and beloved means to be destroyed. His sarcasm and his beating breath are not more than a charming and seductive mask worn to hide the vulnerability that lurks within him, eager to show themselves at the same time in the dark, nailed by fear of being hurt, fear of being destroyed. It is this fear that will come on suddenly in Jace when he met Clary, a girl apparently like many others, but able to be inside his head like no other. And if again the good girl who saves the bad boy is an obvious cliché, here we are facing a lot more, because the relationship between Jace and Clary is one of the most real and strong of which you can read. The author has managed to mix perfectly the love affairs with the plot of the book, creating a complete work. Movie reviews by those who have read the book are mostly negative, because the film deviates too much from the plot. Many scenes are cut and the film seems to have been adapted for teenagers only. The producers see that they changed many elements of the novel to make the movie self-contained. The opening scene of the film presents Clary, Luke and Jocelyn rather than the world of demon hunters. Clary draws a mysterious symbol and the mother looks worried, but the reason is not explained. While it is less exciting than the opening sequence of the book, that make us take a look at the Frey's family. In the book, when Simon drinks the blue liquid to the party of the magician Magnus Bane, he turned into red, while nothing happened in the movie. The portal in the book is located in a old hospital on an island in the film, while the portal is located in the institute. Clary in the film knew almost immediately that his stepfather is a werewolf, while in the book it happened a little later. In the book, the demons are not described. As in the film, they are portrayed as a combination between dog and octopus. The love triangle between Simon, Clary and Jace at the end of the first book persists, while in the movie it seems that Clary has already chosen Jace. In the book, Clary is 15 years old, while the age of the characters in the film range from 17 to 18. The hair of the bad guy in the book are white, while in the movie we find a Valentine with dark hair and red. But do not be put off by this first film. In the book, the characters seem to come to life, and are never trivial or as the plot that is full of twists, battles, courage, sacrifice, pain, and a touch of love between the protagonist and between secondary characters that is never sickly sweet.